In 1810, the average American adult drank 7 gallons of alcohol a year. A decade later, the number changed to 10 gallons. The number continued to rise. In 1920, Prohibition changed everything.
A primary goal of the 1920s Prohibition was the reduction of drinking by workers. Progressives were aided by part of the business community who wanted sober, stable workers in order to increase production. Wine was the only drink of most middle-class Americans in the Roaring '20s. Respectable men took care to avoid saloons, which were considered disreputable due to gambling, prostitution, and police corruption. However, many first-generation working-class immigrants socialized in saloons of the day and opposed prohibition in general. The 18th Amendment did not prohibit the possession or drinking of alcohol beverages privately. The possession of liquor purchased before 1920s prohibition was legal. Enforcement of 1920s prohibition was a formidable task. Bootleggers and rum runners, smugglers crossing a state border, were plentiful. Criminal elements organized because of the large profits in bootlegging. Much of the population had contempt for law enforcement during 1920s prohibition. Chicago's Al Capone and his organization were considered glamorous figures. Supposedly, half the city's police were on their payroll. During 1920s prohibition, moonshine, was also known as hooch and white lightning, was illegally produced especially in southern states. Moonshine, home-produced alcohol, or whiskey used to still for distillation. Producers and smugglers usually worked by moonshine to avoid detection. Initially, the Internal Revenue Service enforced 1920s prohibition, and agents who destroyed stills were known as revenuers. Under 1920s prohibition, those with ties to organized crime commonly operated speakeasies. A speakeasy was a liquor establishment where alcoholic beverages were sold and consumed during prohibition. To order alcohol without drawing attention or raising suspicion, bartenders asked customers to remain quiet and speak easy. Speakeasies were rumorous and had food, floor shows, and live bands playing 1920s jazz while people executed the Charleston dance.
And after all that moonshining and bootlegging, Prohibition ended at last.